The citizens had gathered in the plaza in front of the campus. Every single face had a look of anxiety that was impossible to hide. Clearly the reason was the breakdown of negotiations. Crying voices were amongst the crowd as it stirred. It was turning into a pretty tragic atmosphere. It's undeniable this is a group anticipating the upcoming battle. Suddenly the entire crowd lifted their faces as one to look towards a single point. Teresa had arrived in front of them. Gradually she made her way to the centre and began to speak in a clear voice. Everyone, please listen to me. 2 weeks have passed since Highland's troops first laid siege to Greenhill. Our supply situation is not yet desperate. But Muse has been lost, and South Window is already in Highland's hands. We have sent several messengers to the Knights of Matilda, but perhaps they were captured on the way. Either way, the Knights haven't moved. As you all know, I went to negotiate with the Highland army earlier. However, their terms of surrender require that Greenhill yield its supplies to their army, and I find that too bitter a pill to swallow. With that, Teresa stopped speaking. After briefly averting her eyes, she turned towards the townfolk once more with a determined look on her face. I must ask you all a question. Would it be better to go down with a Highland camp, and while starving and aiding the destruction of your city-state members? Or do we fight here? A wave of tension spread through the citizens. People were murmuring. The right to decide what should happen to Greenhill lies with everyone. Whether to fight or surrender, it is up to you. I will, however, promise you this. Those who will pledge to protect Greenhill to the best of their ability, I will be your ally, and I will give my body and soul to support you. I was honestly pretty surprised that Teresa had seemed nothing more than a young noble, was able to give such an impressive speech. Greenhill's entire military strength was surpassed by a single Highland soldier, so presence Teresa could be a key to victory. It seems that the townspeople had made up their minds without any argument at all. That's where their voices rose, calling for a battle with the Highland army. Naturally, I asked Amelia to plant a few people to steer things in the right direction. It looked like it was necessary. Now he had cleared the first hurdle on the path to victory and pointed out to Teresa. The first thing to do was to unite the hearts of the townspeople. Without unity, any chance of victory would be nothing but a dream. The citizens had begun to take on a look of determination. Teresa picked up a charm change and began to speak once again. If there is a consensus, Greenhill will not yield to the Highland and will choose the path of battle. Is this alright? The citizens responded to Teresa's words with an approving cheer. Very well, just as I made a promise to you, I will also request a promise in return. Until this battle is over, I will have you all follow my orders as acting Mayor of Greenhill. Men and women, young and old, must obey without question. All of Greenhill will face this restriction. This is the second hurdle. A disorderly mob such as these people would have no chance against the troops. The first thing to establish a commander whose orders would be universally obeyed. With enthusiasm present, the crowd in Teresa's proposal was accepted with no complaints. So far so good. The toughest hurdle will be the last. Very well. I will now give everyone my first order as acting mayor. Once again, the citizens grew tense. From this moment, I will give a command of all the armed forces to the city of Greenhill to a qualified person I have selected. Yet again, the crowd began to stir. During distraction, I made my way to stand next to Teresa. I appoint this man, Nash Latkje, to that position. Hearing this pronouncement, the townspeople began to raise voices in question. Who is that? He's that stranger who is staying at the inn. Why would you pick him? Can we fight under a command of a stranger? This isn't funny. There's no way I'm following him. Once the voices quieted down sufficiently, I opened my mouth to speak. My name is Nash Latkje. Teresa has hired me for 7 million potch. My family is related to the Silverbergs, famous for strategic prowess. The disputing Queendom of Helena was quieted by my hands. My assistance is worth 1 million troops. Well, that's one hell of a lie. First of all, you're not Silverberg. And secondly, you had nothing to do with the Queendom of Helena conflict. The military coup. Although, you were present there. Kind of. Beside me, Teresa's eyes were like dinner plates. Of course, these are all outright lies. In the besieged city of Greenhill, however, no one can confirm or deny them. This is the only way I could think of to gain the trust of the citizens. The military, especially, seems to remain strongly doubtful. Looks like I'll need to put on a flashy performance. So, are there any here who still want to oppose my appointment here? 6 self-proclaimed men of valour had already stepped up in opposition. It was a little harsh, but calling that would be a lie. Also, are confident enough in their skill, but still novices and no true opponents of mine. Unarmed, I threw each of them to the ground. Well then, it appears there aren't any more complaints. As I said that, I glanced at the faces of the troops. The first thing I wanted to let them know was the level of difference in their skill. I was grudging, I could see exceptions on their shoulders' faces. Teresa began to speak once more. Tomorrow, Highland will begin their attack. There isn't much time left and that disadvantage is obvious. From now on, please follow Mr. Nash's orders and begin the preparations. We must not let Greenhill's pride be trampled on so easily. The citizens' faces, though grave, took on a determined expression. Somehow we managed to clear the third hurdle. The townsfolk will begin preparations at my command. Without delay, I began giving orders to the townsfolk. Alright, I expect to work begin at once. First, will be my orders for militia forces. Looked over militia. There was a mixed sense of respect for my strength amongst them. What would it be? Do we attack from here? Ignoring the voice, I began handing down orders. Immediately, take off your armour and place it together with your weapons here. I was suspicious of this unexpected order. The troops assembled their weapons and armour into a pile in front of me. Good. Next up, if any of you have any experience in blacksmithing, please step forward. I'm Jude and I teach sculpture classes here. Huh? Oh, you're the one from before. Yeah, we did meet before, didn't we? At a time I wouldn't have thought you were a celebrity, a strategist worth a million men. Thought you were just trying to get a view of Lady Teresa's face, same as me. I see, so we start with a weapon and armour maintenance then? No, first off, weapons. Melt down the weapons gathered here and forge them into into spear points. All of these spear points? Yes, all of them. Understood. I'll begin right away. Hey now, wait a second. You're going to turn all these swords into spear points? Isn't that a waste? It's a bigger waste to put them into the hands of a bunch of novices like you. Once you're holding spears, I'll teach you how to use them. Anyway, here's your next order. Take all this armour to the top of the south wall. The top of a wall? What in the world are you planning? Once that's finished, I want all your soldiers to make dummies. Get the resources you need from the forest behind the school. Amelia, you're in charge. Make them like I showed you before. Yes, I understand. Leave it to me. Alright, everyone, follow me. Delays will not be forgiven. Come on, grab her arm and follow me. The soldiers left campus with Amelia in the lead. For some reason, Amelia seemed awful happy. He really is acting like a Silverberg, isn't he? Next up, are there any rune masters amongst you? Oh my. There is a rune master amongst the people of Green Hill, isn't there? Do you remember who she is? I'm Jean, and I teach runes at the academy. May I be of use to you? Sorry. Certainly. One more person, a young man, one of the masses stand before me. I'm Connell. I'm studying to be a phonologist, but at the moment I'm also studying runes. I appreciate your help. Now then. Well, we could assemble the pupils from my class to help out, but how would we be helping, I wonder? Ah, yes. Can you take all the runes and sealed orbs in Green Hill and turn them into talismans? That way more people will be able to use them than if we were just to leave them as runes. That's true. Is that the only favour you wanted to ask? Yes. I mean, I wouldn't mind other favours if you offer them. Your clothes. They're a bit... Could you not stand Oh, we will begin immediately. We don't have much time, right? Jean, Connell and the rest of the class left for classrooms. They need an appropriate space to work in. With them taken care of, I turn to face the remaining townspeople. Those remaining, draw water from the city wells. Place it strategically around town. Once that's finished, tear down all stone walls inside the town and carry the stones to the top of the east and west walls. If you're in charge of this, I will appoint... Me! Me! I'll take care of it. Draw water and gather stones on top of the walls. I'll do it. Sure, I'm counting on you. Everyone, please hurry. There's not much time left. Once your work is finished, return here and I'll give you your next set of orders. Once they had finished, Teresa nodded in satisfaction. She stepped in front of the townspeople once more. Everyone, let's fight! For victory! Alright everyone. First up, draw water, barrels, buckets, cups, pots, use whatever works! Finally, all the townspeople scattered to perform their various tasks. Now that our major work was done, I was a bit relieved. Teresa, now calm, turned to me. Mr. Nash, thank you very much. We couldn't have done this nearly so well without your help. Looks like my old man's training came in handy. Never thought I'd ever need to use it back then, and I resented him for it. Ah, my. Miss Nash, do you think Green Hill can win? Frankly, I've used all the knowledge and spirit I can muster. I can only pray to the gods now. Do you believe in gods? There was a time when I did. Mr. Nash, what size should the points of the spears be? Ah, don't give them too lengthy a point. Does it look like they'll be done by the morning? I think we'll just barely make it. Mr. Nash, the dummies you asked for are finished. Should we line them up along the top of the walls now? No. For now, please get some sleep. Let the soldiers rest until you see the signal. Understood. Oh, this is where you were. Mr. Nash, we've carried over lots of stones. Is there anything else you want us to do? Alright, I'll leave this one to you. Go gather some cloth and put together some beds in one of the classrooms, so you can gather casualties there. Okay. Excuse me. We weren't able to find many rooms, so I'm afraid we'll be coming up a bit short in this sealed orb department. I see. I would face another way. I'm certain we'll have some to use by students for practicing in classrooms. Be sure to use your mental orbs as well. If you want more, ask old Ned in the basement. Yes, ma'am. Mr. Nash. We have prepared the oil requested. Okay, you guys go ahead and get some sleep. But if everyone else is working, we're all counting on you for a battle tomorrow morning. If you're exhausted before the fighting even begins, it could turn into a victory into defeat. That's why I'm asking you to sleep. Understood. Nash. I've picked out all the militia members who have some experience using swords. There's only about 30 in total. Is that okay? It would have to do. We had some red bandanas made, please. Hand them out to those soldiers. Alright. How much more can we manage to do before morning comes? It's pretty quiet, the gates are still shut though. Ooh, loud. We'll see what it says next episode. Bye bye.